Hello and welcome to That Deacon on YouTube, the place to find out about all things diaconal. Before I get on with what I'd like to share this month, I'd like to give an update on the Flow Project. As promised, the Contemplative Spirituality channel went online the first week of October. I rebranded Compline Online to become The Flow. I also created a Facebook page as well. Now, as the Facebook page takes off, I hope to be able to connect with viewers of this channel and The Flow, to share insights and information in hopes of building a small community. You can support me in this venture by following the Facebook page and by subscribing to my secondary YouTube channel. I'll leave links in the description box below. But enough of these shameless plugs, and on with what I'd like to share. Due to the pandemic, the annual Deacon Day was last held in 2019. Well, with enough of us vaccinated, we were able to connect and meet at the Diocesan complex in Los Angeles. St. Paul's Commons is the administrative and ministry hub of the Episcopal Diocese of Los Angeles in Echo Park. Its central church is home to the congregation of St. Athanasius, which dates from 1864 and is the oldest Episcopal church in Southern California. For those watching from other states or around the world, our diocese here spans six counties, starting all the way up in Santa Barbara and ending near the tip of San Diego. That's some 218 miles. With regard to meeting, I must admit it was very nice to see fellow deacons again. And it was good to catch up with people and to sense an overall feeling of mutual support for all of us participating in our various ministries. I also asked our new Archdeacon, the Venerable Laura, what our deacon count is, and she said that we have about 32 deacons at present serving in the diocese. The agenda was light and varied. After time with all of us sharing, we split into two groups for two 45-minute sessions. One group met with Mother Carrie Backer, a former seminary classmate of mine from Bloy House, by the way, who led our group in a guided Ignatian spirituality meditation. Our second session was entitled Incoming Refugees and the Role of the Church, led by Dr. Giselle Soler, a psychotherapist and forensic evaluator for those suffering from trauma and torture victims. I found this session really informative and interesting for a few reasons. The first reason was personal, as on my father's side, I am a first-generation child of an immigrant who escaped ethnic cleansing after World War I. Prior to this session, I said to Dr. Soler that my family from both sides really are immigrants, and that when they arrived, there were no programs whatsoever to help them adjust and heal from any kind of trauma. They just had to suck it up and adapt. Since our session was short, She basically gave us an overview of what her agency does and how they determine and treat their clients. She shared diagnostic information as to how the brain works when people suffer from PTSD. I found this session informative and interesting as I thought back to the many immigrants I had met during my time with Laundry Love as they shared their stories from their perilous journeys. After lunch, our bishop, the Right Reverend John H. Taylor, also a graduate from Bloy House, if you notice a theme running here, met with us to give an update and shared his thoughts on how the diaconate should flourish within the diocese. I don't feel the need to share too much about this session because there were a number of recommendations made, none of which seemed as though they will become a reality at this very moment. If and when things happen, I'll share them with you. But I did throw my name into the ring to volunteer to visit parishes around the diocese that have no deacon, in hope of educating others about the diaconate and our ministry. Just as a reminder, if you find these videos helpful and informative, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you click on the bell icon, you'll be notified when a new video is available. We had 3 deacons ordained in September, and 2 of them were able to attend their first Deacon Day. During various breaks, I was able to ask these new deacons to introduce themselves and share their focus of ministry with you.
Well, I'm called to interfaith spirituality, interfaith dialogue, which I've been doing for several years as a layperson, and now I'm really thrilled to be able to do it as an ordained clergy and representative of the Episcopal Church. And I also have another ministry, which is my calling in education. Right? I'm a university professor, and I've been teaching for over 30 years, and it's always new and exciting to me each year by adding to it new ways of teaching, new ways of connecting with young people. So I'm really called to adult formation, both at the university and in other places like in the church. For a while I did education for ministry. I was the mentor of that, and so it's those kinds of small group educational experiences that I feel I'm called to.
Well, my ministry, I've always seen the part of the in the ordination of deacons of interpreting to the church the needs, the desires, and the hopes of the world as my calling. And for quite a long time I've been involved in justice ministries, advocating for housing justice and climate justice. I think these are 2 desperate needs in Los Angeles and in the world that I think, witnessing the love of Jesus Christ, in this world, in this area of the world, I think is something that is very much needed. As Jesus says in Mark's Gospel, the Son of Man, came not to be served, but to serve. And I see that as my calling.
That's all I have for you this month. And please think of following this channel and The Flow, as well as following the Flow Facebook page. I hope you're all well and engaged with the world around you. And let us pray that Who you are is a beacon of hope and light to those you meet. Until next time, God bless, and so long for now.